Imagine mandatory weightlifting, mandatory practices, team meetings, and having to go to games for up to 40 hours a week, all while having to maintain good grades in school and not getting paid a single cent for it. This is the unfortunate situation college athletes in America are dealing with today. I will be persuading you on why all college athletes should get paid. I will be speaking on why paying college athletes lessens their financial burdens, gives them more incentives, and how to overcome the no pay rule from the NCAA to finally get the players paid. I will also be discussing the counter-argument. First is the financial burdens. Not every player comes from the same situation financially. Many of these players' families spend so much money to send their kid to college for them to chase their athletic dreams that it leaves them in a hole. But by paying the player getting money can send it back home to help the family with not only their home necessities, but also give them the opportunity to travel and see their kid play in person. Also, not every player is on full scholarship. Many players are on partial scholarship or no scholarship at all. Players on partial or no scholarship have to worry about paying off their debts and student loans. But being paid, if they were getting paid, they wouldn't have to worry about that, because at the end of the day, they're putting in the same work as a player on full scholarship, so it's not fair. Athletes also just want to be regular college students sometimes too. They might want to go up to the store or drive around with their friends. They can't do that if they're not making money or they have no money. Next are the incentives. College athletes can receive many incentives by getting paid, like signing a sponsorship with a company. A sponsorship with a company can not only get them paid, but it can also give them an opportunity to get their foot in the door with that company for when their athletic career is over and they're done with school, so they could get a job with them, maybe. Athletes can also tap into the $1.15 billion in revenue that they created in 2021 alone, as stated in the article called NCAA Revenue Back Up to the $1 Billion Mark by Steve Berkowitz from usatoday.com. Next is how to overcome the no pay rule from the NCAA to finally get the athletes paid. The NCAA can pay the students just a couple $1,000s in salary, just so they can pay off their books, their debts, and it could help them so much. The NCAA could also allow the students to make profits off the merchandise that is sold from their team in their schools. That profit could help them so much. The counter argument for the players being paid is that the kids already get so much money, not given to them, but in their scholarships. $3.6 billion worth of scholarships to 180,000 students was given this past year, as stated in the article NCAA Recruiting Information from NCAA.com alone. All that money in scholarships makes the NCAA really make them realize they're students first, as in student athletes. So if they're students first, they should worry more about what they're getting in the classrooms than what they're getting paid from their athletics. I just spoke about how student athletes getting paid lessens their financial burdens, gives them more incentives, and how to overcome the no pay rule from the NCAA to get the players paid. And discuss the counter argument too. I want you to go to paytheplayers.net to sign the petition so we can finally get the players paid for all the hard work they put in year-round in college athletics.